welcome back to the channel. This is Rod with Rod's Tabletop Hoops, and today we're going to go back in time and play some 1961-62 Hoops Tabletop Pro Basketball. And the featured man of the hour here is Lenny Wilkens, who passed away recently at the age of 88. Lenny was a fantastic player, coach, and ambassador of the NBA and of the Olympic teams. He actually coached the 1996 U.S. Olympic team and guided them to a gold medal, of course. And interestingly enough, Lenny Wilkens graduated from Providence College back in 1960. And as a senior, that would have been a prime time to go to the Olympics and make that team. But for some reason, Lenny was overlooked and did not make the team. And then, of course, that team had some glorious players in Jerry Lucas, Jerry West, Oscar Robertson, Walt Bellamy, who we will see today with the Chicago Packers of 1962. And Lenny will be playing for the St. Louis Hawks of 1962. But that team also featured some other players of lesser caliber, like Adrian Smith. They also had Bob Boozer, Carlos Boozer's dad, Darrell Imhoff, mostly famous for giving up Wilt Chamberlain's 100 points in 1962, ironically. So, Lenny was just a fantastic point guard, and he started off with St. Louis, ended up being a member of the Seattle Supersonics for 3 years as a player. An unpopular trade sent him to the Cleveland Cavaliers after the 72 season, and he finished his career with the Portland Trailblazers in 1975 as a player coach, got into 65 games that year and made some significant contributions to a team that was featuring Bill Walton as a rookie. But Lenny was just an incredible human being. He lived to age 88, and he had a statue created of his likeness at Seattle Center in Seattle, and it's a very cool statue. I always mention that it is showing him dribbling the ball with his right hand, and Lenny was predominantly a lefty, as you can see in this basketball card, posing with a left-handed pose for his shot. But anyway, in this particular year, we're going to play some 1962 Hoops by Mark Vecellio. And Mark, this was probably one of his first 2 or 3 seasons of cards he ever published. He may have even published an updated season for this since then, because he's learned better techniques over time. This was an era of basketball where a lot of shots were taken per 48 minutes, and I'd expect these teams to shoot probably 105 or 110 shots without batting an eye. Shooting percentages weren't super high. I think this expansion Chicago Packers, which became the Chicago Zephyrs, which became the Baltimore Bullets, which became the Capitol Bullets, which became the Washington Bullets, became the Washington Wizards, they were not a good team. They had Bobby Slick Leonard. They had guys that were cast-offs, because, expansion drafts, you get kind of the cast-off type of player. So I'm going to put the Chicago Packers at home, and the St. Louis Hawks, who were not much better, feature a 24-year-old Lenny Wilkens, who missed much of the season. As you can see, his do not play is 2-8-12. He only played 20 games in the regular season for a team that went 29-51. They had an 80-game season. And this team struggled because Clyde Lovellette played only 40 games, I believe, and he's typically their starting center. They had always had Pettit and Lovellette playing center and forward. I'm going to allow these players to go off today, so to speak, because Walt Bellamy averaged over 30 points a game as a rook, and he's got a great defensive card, as does Bob Pettit. I'm not going to put them on each other and let them sabotage each other. I just want to see how well they can do without super defense. There may be a few minutes here and there where Pettit and Bellamy face off toe-to-toe, but generally Pettit was a power forward throughout his career, played a bit of center, and he rebounded like a center for sure, and Bellamy was almost exclusively a center. And so Lavellette will be playing the 40-game Lavellette, the 20-game Wilkens will be playing for this 29-51 team, which means they'll probably play better than typical. You also have Cliff Hagan, who is a high-scoring player, whereas the Packers, they just don't have a lot outside of Walt Bellamy averaging over 30 points. Slick, he scored his points on volume shooting and mostly is a distributor. And so this should be a very interesting game between the 4th and 5th place teams in the Western Division of the NBA. I'm also looking forward to seeing how this front line of Andy Johnson and Woody Salisbury pans out. I don't expect too much out of those guys. So we're just going to do a few minutes here of Chicago Packers hosting the St. Louis Hawks. One last note before we start this game. We're going to have some differences on these cards than the modern day hoops cards. So Mark Vecellio, this little blank area underneath Wilkens usually had a couple stats like points per game, assists per game, rebounds per game. They are not there back in his earlier days of publishing cards. There's no defensive rating. You just kind of got to estimate. Lenny Wilkens' defensive card looks quite awful, actually. It's a baskets allowed on 5, 6, 7, and 11. So if Slicklander gets the ball a lot and they use Lenny as the defender, there will either be a steal or a basket in most cases. I'm surprised there's a pass on 8 in this one. But this should be an interesting game. I have played very little of my 61-62 hoops season, so I just wanted to get this out. There's no depth on the bench for the Packers, and the Hawks, they may be slightly better with Larry Faust coming off the bench. Let's see, Fred LaCour, Shelley McMillan, Barney Cable. There's some really good names here that I'm not overly familiar with, but the starting lineups, I know most of these guys through certain channels. So anyway, we checked to see who has the highest offensive rebound rating for the either team to give them a 1-point advantage on the jump ball. And you look at Pettit, he's got an 18. And let's see, offensive rebound rating of 18 for Bells. And Bells has one higher in the defense. So we're going to get Bellamy. We'll let Bellamy jump up against Lavellette, and we'll see what happens here. Bells gets a 2, and that's a 5. So the Hawks will start off with the ball. And what else is different with these cards? Yeah, there's no splash of color at the top of the cards. Usually that St. Louis Hawks would be in color for the modern day hoops reincarnation of sets. Other things that may seem kind of strange. Yeah, oh yes, we got to take advantage. There's going to be an X10 for Bellamy and an X10 for Lavellette, and also that extra 5. If a card comes up that no one qualifies for, and an X10 for Pettit as well. Holy cow. So that'll be interesting. If no one qualifies for a shot, then you got to determine who gets the ball. I think, X10 for Cliff Hagan as well. This is a really interesting season of cards. So anyway, Hawks ball, let's just play it by ear. Point guard, offense 10, and it's the man of the hour, Lenny Wilkens. Offense 10 outside. He only hit like 38% from the floor, so this will be an interesting game. 8, that's a miss for Lenny. Rebound, defensive small forward 8 will be Andy Johnson. Small forward greater than 8. It's not. He has an 8. So it's offensive small forward. Cliff Hagan. Cliff's going to go up on the inside column here, and that's a 7. You can count that. Cliff Hagan for 2. Hawks strike first. Shooting guard, Cy Green. Offense 2, that's an inside move. And that's a 5. Scores! So Hugo Green, 2 points. Assist small forward 2, and Johnson's got a 14. 2-2. Power forward offense 6. Well, I'm guessing with 3 10s on the front line, they're all going to qualify for everything. Inside Pettit. 3. Assist Pettit. And so we're going to go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Al Ferrari gets the random basket. 4-2 Hawks. We could have a high-scoring game here. Neither one of these teams are great on defense. Center defense. Here's Bells over Lavelle. 6. It's good. Like I said, the gloves are off. I'm playing a very poor defensive Lavelle against Bellamy, and Pettit's going to take advantage of Woody Salisbury in the same way, so I'm not disadvantaging any team whatsoever. Both Pettit and Bellamy average 31-plus points per game. Green with the assist. Back over to the Hawks, and it's Lenny, defended by Leonard, who's actually okay on defense. There's a miss. Good defense. Leonard is 0 for 2. Rebound. Offensive small forward again. Pettit. Not Pettit. Cliff Hagan. 7. It's good. So 2 putbacks by Cliff Hagan, and this game's off to a roaring start. Center offense 9. Steal inside for Bells. 11. Pass. Shocking, a pass by Bellamy. Center offense 8. And he misses. Rebound. Offensive center, power forward, greater than 25. Well, 18 is the high. So it's offensive shooting guard, point guard, and we're going to go with Green. And Green's going to try for the putback. 10. Assist. Nice pass by Hugo Green. This time the basket's going to go to 4. Slick Leonard. And both teams are shooting the ball pretty well so far. Shooting guard. Defense. Ferrari over Green. 10. Steal. And it's a fast break. Fast break, small forward. Andy Johnson on the break. That's an 8. And that's a P column. So we're just going to set it up. That does not count as a pass. Shooting guard defense. Green over Ferrari. And that is a foul. And that's the first foul on Ferrari. First team foul. They had one-shot fouls, so Green will get 1. And 2 to 7 and 9, that's not going to go. Rebound, offensive shooting guard plus 8. Whoa, wait on the free throw, sorry. Offensive. It does say offensive small forward shooting guard, though, which is impressive. And the shooting guard actually is higher than the small forward. So Green's going to grab his offensive rebound on this. I'm not going to go straight up on a free throw rebound. I'm going to just set it up. 2 or better, and that is everybody. Wow. So I'm not going to give it to Green. I'm going to say 1 to 2 Bells and 3, 4, 5. Well, I'll just say this: 1 to 2 Bells, 3, 4, 5, and 3, 4, 5, 6 for the other guys. 3, 4 Salisbury, defended by Pettit. 7. That's a pass. Into Big Bellamy. Bellamy's going to go up. And that's a 7. Good. Bells with 4. Assist small forward 6. Yes, Andy Johnson. Here come the Hawks. 1 or better. Well, everybody qualifies here. I'm going to go. I'm going to take Lenny out of the equation. It's just going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is very interesting here. Bob Pettit defense. Woody Salisbury. Good. Bob Pettit scores. The gloves are off. Assist point guard 23. No, but the Hawks have tied the game up at 8. 2 or better. Well, everybody qualifies, so I'm just going to go 1 to 2 for Bells. Everyone else gets a shot. 3. So it's Andy Johnson. Inside 8. No good by Andy Johnson. Rebound, offensive center greater than 20. No. Defensive center, Clyde Lavelle. Hands the ball off to Cliff. Cliff defended by Andy. Not a great defender. It's good. Hagen with 6. It's 10-8 already. We are flying here. Assist center 5. Yes, Clyde. Ball goes back over to the pack. Small forward Johnson, offense 2. 2 misfires. Andy Johnson draws some fouls on that inside column. Rebound. Offensive shooting guard, defensive shooting guard. Well, we got a 7 plus a 5 for Ferrari. He only needs 2 then. So Ferrari will rebound that one. Here comes the Hawks. Over to the center. Lavelle at 8. Outside 6. He's going to pass. Center defense. Bell's guarding Lavelle at 10. No good. Poor Clyde. Guarded by the good defense of Bellamy, the only good defender on the entire Packers team. Rebound offensive power forward. Pettit, offensive rebound, goes up. 3. Assist Bob Pettit. Had some reasonably good passing so far. 1. Cliff Hagen. Give him 8 points. He's going for 50. It's 12-8. Packers trailing. Shooting guard defense. Green over Ferrari. 11. He's got it. 12-10. Power forward 9 on the assist. No. Small forward. Here comes Hagen. Over Johnson. 6. He's going to pass. Point guard Lenny. Inside. Lenny Wilkens. 8. He scores. Give Lenny Wilkens 2. Lenny Wilkens. Assist small forward 10. Yes. Hagen. So it is 14-10. When this stack is about halfway through, we'll be about 6 minutes in. It's half of the full stack for a half, so we'll see how this works, if that makes any sense to anybody. Small forward offense 5. That's Andy Johnson. Inside move 11. Passes to the 6th. Well, we got 3 guys that qualify for that, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4. Salisbury offense 8. That's an outside shot. 8. Turnover Salisbury. And I was looking it up. I don't think Salisbury hit more than 35% from the field. So there's a lot of bad shooters in this era of basketball. Turnover, yes. Okay, ball goes to the Hawks. Center offense 10. Well, let's see. Outside Lavelle. 9 misfires. Rebound offensive center greater than 16. No. Rebound Bells. Well, both teams shooting 63% or so. Ball goes to the 8. We have at least 1, and then we have 2. So I'm going to go 1 to 4, 5, 6 Salisbury. Bells defended by Lavelle at 10. He scores 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. That is way too easy. Assist. Small forward 28. No. So it's 14-12. Here comes point guard Lenny Wilkens. Outside column 5. That has got a lot of gaps in it. No good by Lenny. Spent much of the year in the military before reporting to the Hawks. By then they were out of the playoff contention. And it's hard to miss the playoffs. You only got 9 teams in the league. Rebound. No 44s. Offensive small forward plus 1 die. That's a 9. He's already got it. Oh, over the defensive power forward. Okay. 16, 9, 5, 9, 6, 15. No chance for Hagen. Salisbury gets it. Because 9 and 6 is 15. Salisbury's a 16. Ball goes to the 5. That knocks out 3 of us. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3. It's Bells defended by Lavelle. That's a 5. It's good. And the poor defense is showing of Clyde Lavelle. Assist small forward 25. All right. 8 or better. Well, we got 3 10s. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pettit, offense 9. 8 draws the foul. Foul assigned center. Bellamy first. First team foul. 2 shots for Bob. 2, 8, and 11. He's got it. He's got them both. Hawks lead by 2 points in this high-scoring affair. 10. Well, there's Bell's defense. Lavelle at 9. Forces him to pass. Small forward offense, 6. Well, that's going to be an outside shot for Hagen. Let's see what happens. 3. He scores. Cliff Hagen. 18-14. This is power forward 10. Bob Pettit. Pettit will get it. That's 3 assists for Pettit already. Unusual there. Although he was a solid passer. Solid all-around player. Bob Pettit still alive in his 90s right now. He's got some stories to tell, I'm sure. Point guard offense 4. All right. Inside for Slick. 5. He scores. I don't know how I'm hitting that shot. He's 2 for 2 today. Both teams hitting well over 60%. Assist, nobody. 18-16. Here comes the point guard. We're less than 6 minutes in, and we got an 18-16 game. Offense 7. That's outside. That's no good by Lenny. He's 1 for 5. He's gunning it up. Might have to get another guard in there. Offensive center, power forward. 18 for Pettit. Defense center plus 3. 27 for Bells. Bells. It's a 6 or better. That knocks the 3 out. So what I'm going to do again, 1 to 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, Salisbury. Not looking forward to this. Got to be lucky 7 roller here. 8, no good. It's really his first shot taken, though. So rebound is going to go to the offensive center, greater than 14. Bells. He's only got 8 points. He's going up for another one. Scores! 18 all. First man in double digits. And we're just under 6 minutes in. 18s. Power forward defense. Pettit going up against Salisbury. 6, it's good. The great Bob Pettit. Assist point guard Wilkens. Lenny needs to do something besides shoot. Small forward defense. Johnson over Hagen. Another good defender here. No good. One of the few good defenders. Andy Johnson is 0 for 3. Rebound. Defensive small forward, shooting guard, or point guard. Hagen will win that battle of his own team. And he's going to start a fast break. And that's going to Lenny Wilkens on the break. 4. Draws the 2-shot foul. Signed to Leonard. This is a foul to assigned defender. And so Slick Leonard fouled him his first. 2 team fouls. 2 shots for Lenny Wilkens. Oh, missed the first. Makes the second. Whoops. Lenny Wilkens. 21-18. 5 or better. So that has all 3 of these guys. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Woody Salisbury from the inside. 8 misses. He's 0 for 2. Killing him, Woody. Offensive center, 18. Defensive center, plus 7. 22 for Clyde Lavelle. Fast break, small forward. Hagen all the way. 12. Throws it away. Turnover for Cliff Hagen. Ball goes to the small forward. Andy. Inside. That's an 8 on the inside. No. Andy Johnson 0 for 4. 6 minutes in. Rebound. Defensive. Power forward. Greater than 10, of course. Bob Pettit. That's his first board of the game. And that'll be about 6 minutes in. Atlanta. St. Louis, not Atlanta. Future Atlanta Hawks. 21. Chicago Expansion Packers. 18. Okay, flashing forward. to the fourth quarter. 6 minutes to play. And this has been a back and forth game, mostly dominated by the Hawks. But the last 15 minutes or so, the Packers, Slick Leonard, has caught fire. Bobby Slick Leonard now has 25 points. Of course, I've used Walt Bellamy all but 3 minutes, and he has 42 points and 18 rebounds. He's been shooting the lights out. And a lot of them are not on Clyde Lavellet's card. So Bob Pettit, he's having his usual 25 points, 21 rebounds. He's only 9 for 24, though. So he's being held in check. And another surprise, Hugo Green, 8 of 12 from the field, 16.7 rebounds. He's a good rebounding guard and 6 assists. So we're having some games like that. As for the star of the show, Lenny Wilkens, I didn't realize it. In his 20 games that he played in 1961-62 for the Hawks, they played him 44 minutes a game. I don't think there's anything outside of this side of Wilt Chamberlain where a partial season a guy was averaging 44 minutes a game. And Lenny's been giving up a few points to Slick Leonard on defense. That's not a good defensive column. But he's only 4 for 20 from the field, 5 of 8 from the line, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. He's gotten a few, he's gotten a steal here and there. He's got 3 steals. So the man of the evening is just not shooting well at all, but I think he's better than whatever else they have on the bench. So we're going to go with Lenny for the final 6. Hawks lead by 4. I was just going to bring out a book by one of my favorite basketball authors, and his name is Terry Pluto. And the book I've got here is Unguarded, My 40 Years Surviving in the NBA by Lenny Wilkens. I just started reading this book. The only thing I can tell you is Lenny was regretting the fact that his father passed away tragically when he was 5 years old. And so his father never got to see all of the incredible accomplishments that Lenny did as a player, as a coach, as a humanitarian, just as a great human being. So that's kind of a sad beginning, but that's Lenny too, though. He's just like, he wanted to show his father that he turned out good. So anyway, that is Unguarded. That's the next book I'm going to read, and it's by Terry Pluto, an author who I really enjoy. I have not read all of his books, including that one or this one, Falling from Grace by Terry Pluto. I have read this one. I read this just after college, 48 minutes. It's basically a diary of a complete game. Not a diary necessarily, but just a little bit of narration, what occurs during the an entire game between, I think it's the Celtics and Cavaliers. Terry's a Cleveland guy, Ohio guy, so he does a lot of stuff with Cleveland. In addition, I have not read this one. I just got this one a while back. Vintage Cavs, Terry Pluto talks about the history of the Cavs, so there may be some Lenny Wilkens stuff in there. My favorite book of all time from Terry Pluto, maybe one of my favorite books ever, is Loose Balls, A Wild Life of the ABA. Best ABA book ever, and its NBA counterpart, which I have read, is called Tall Tales. So Tall Tales, Terry Pluto, author of Loose Balls. He came out with it a few years after Loose Balls. After Tall Tales is a heck of a book. Shows the glory years, talks in to players individually, and you just hear, oh, there's Lenny Wilkens. Cliff had the hands of a much larger man. When he held the ball, it was like a grapefruit in one of his hands. He and Elgin never liked each other. They beat the hell out of each other when they played incredible physical battles. No, not dirty, but these were 2 great players who locked horns out there. So, yeah, there's a Cliff Hagan quote as well. He had a hook shot in junior high. So I just kind of ran into that. There's Bob Pettit as well. So it really has some of the glory years, 50s. And the 60s, a lot of Chamberlain versus Russell stories, West and Robertson type stories. So anyway, cool set of books, but we've got a game to get to. All right, well, if Wilkens gets hot in this final few minutes, we might have ourselves a game which ends really quickly. Let's go. Packers ball, down by 4. Bellamy sitting on 42 points. And here we are. Small forward. It's going to be Andy Johnson playing with 5 fouls. He has had kind of a rough night. He had a good third quarter, but hasn't shot well. And Hagen's eating him alive on offense. Here's small forward defense, Hagen. That's a 3 steal by Hagen. And that's the 4th turnover of the period. That's 7 turnovers for Andy Johnson. Steal by Hagen. Fast break center And that's a 4. Missed shot by Lavelle on the break. He's not a fast breaker. Rebound. Defensive center greater than 14. Of course, Bells has got that one. Here come the Packers again. Power forward defense. Woody Salisbury over Pettit. That's a 5. That's a pass. Power forward offense for Woody. Well, he's going to shoot it. No good. That's what you get from a 34% shooter, but he's the best rebounder they got there. Backup power forward. Charlie Tyra fouled out just a few minutes ago. Rebound. Defensive power forward. Fast break. That is Pettit. Running it down the gauntlet. The fast break's going to go to Al Ferrari. 10. Assist. Ferrari. Huge. Pass. Wheels and deals. 2. Bob Pettit's going to score. 10th field goal of the game. And it's 107-101. 2 or better. This is always interesting. We got a 3, a 4. Okay, what we're going to do, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 and 6. So 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's going to be Salisbury defended by Pettit, a great defender. Blocks his shot. Block by Pettit. And we'll have a regular rebound. Defensive shooting guard. Ferrari on the boards. Fast break shooting guard. Ferrari. 5. And that's a P. Set it up. That does not count as a pass. Just sets the offense up. Center. Offense 6. Lavelle at 5. He scores. They had tied the game. I think they even briefly had the lead. Assist Hagen, but now it is 109-101. 1 or better. Once again, this silly little thing. 1, 2, 3. Andy Johnson defended by Hagen. That's a 9. That's a miss. Johnson and Salisbury. I was worried about these forwards. Rebound offensive small forward. Johnson, he heard me. Johnson's going up. That's a 9. Turnover. My gosh, got like 8 turnovers for Andy Johnson. 2 or better. Well, we're just going to go with these 3 guys. I ignore Lenny in these case. 3 10s. 6, that'll be Lavelle. He's 5 and 6. Inside shot. 10, draws the foul on the point guard. That's Slick Leonard, his 3rd. So that's to be at least 2 shots. That's the 5th team foul. In this time and era, you need 6 team fouls for the bonus. So, yeah. Did I say Lavelle? Yeah. Uh, 10 is no good. Lavelle's a good free throw shooter, too. Makes the second. Makes a 110-101. Small forward defense. Andy Johnson over Hagen. 7, no good. Rebound. Defensive small forward or shooting guard. It's going to be Hagen. Not Ron Hagen. Point guard. Fast break Lenny. 8. P. Column sets it up. Shooting guard. Ferrari. Okay. Inside shot. 7, no good. Ferrari missed. Rebound. Offensive shooting guard versus defensive shooting guard. 1 die. And Cy Green, a good rebounder. This guy's close. He's approaching triple-double types numbers. They need him to get the ball a little bit more. Slick Leonard over Lenny. 9. Steal by Lenny. These guys are stealing the ball back and forth. Fast break Lenny. Breakaway. 4. He's fouled. Defender Slick Leonard, his 4th. And that is the 6th foul. 3 to make 2 Lenny Wilkens. He might need it. He's not shooting great from the line or from the field. Misses the 2nd. Makes the 3rd. 2 out of 3 for Lenny. 112-101. And since we've been playing, no points for Chicago and no balls into Bellamy. Shooting guard, Cy Green. 9 draws the foul. Defender is Al Ferrari, his 2nd foul. 2 shot screen. Good. Misses the second. 112-102 rebound. Offensive power forward. Woody Salisbury. We're just going to take it back outside. Power forward offense 6. I guess he gets it again. No good by Salisbury. These guys are shooting his team out of the game here. Offensive center greater than 20. No. Defensive center. Clyde Lavellette with the board. Lavellette over Bells. Great defensive Bellamy. No good by Lavellette. Rebounded by small forward or point guard. We're going to go small forward Andy Johnson with the fast break. Shooting guard. Green on the break. 9. No good. How's the field goal percentages going these days? 48% Packers, 42% Hawks. So the rebound is going to be the home center, which is Bells. Quickly checking Bells. 18 of 26. 42 points. 20 rebounds. 20 rebounds. So if that's a home center gets the rebound, Bells is going up. He scores! Walt Bellamy, the crowd in Chicago can't believe it. I guess they can. He's pretty darn good. Here comes the power forward defense. Bells keeping him in the game. Pettit over Woody. 10 pass. Ferrari over Green. 5 scores. Ferrari. That's only 5 points for Al Ferrari. Whoops. 114-104. Assist Cliff Hagan on that play. And we're down to about 3 minutes left. Power forward defense. Woody passes. Center over Lavellette, which is an easy 2-pointer. We're not going to put Pettit on him. We're just going to let it play out. It's working both ways. Assisted by Green. Now let's do a triple-double counter for Green here. Green is at 17 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. So it's going to take a amazing little effort here. 114-106. Power forward defense. Pettit over Woody. 11 pass. Small forward offense. 6 outside for Hagan. 10. Misfires. Rebound. Power forward Woody. Woody to Slick. Fast break. 9. Assist. Slick Leonard. 114-108. Basket by Andy Johnson. He just needs a break. He just needs something to get him going. It's 114-108. Small forward defense. Hagan over Johnson. 8. It's good. A couple lax defensive plays here. Assist power forward 8. That's Bob Pettit. All-time great. Point guard. What do we got? Slick Leonard. Offense 4. Slick no good. Slick's had a whale of a ball game though. He ends up coaching this team. Rebound. Offensive center greater than 13. Bells. Bells is going up. No. Misfires. He was 5 for 5 this quarter. Rebound. Defensive high. Going to be Bob Pettit. Oh, I don't know what happened right there. I just moved something. One moment. Pettit with the Okay. Stat check. Pettit. 24 rebounds. 27 points. Shooting guard. Over the defensive center. Bell's playing the defense here. 7. That's a block. Missed by Ferrari. Blocked by Bells. Let's see. 7. So regular rebound. Defensive power forward greater than 12. Yes. Woody Salisbury with the rebound. Hands it to Bellamy over Lavellette. Scores. Walt Bellamy. Dunks it home. 116-110. Power forward defense, Pettit over Woody, 6. Scores, Bob Pettit. 26 points, 27 rebounds. Not bad for an off-shooting night. Assist, Cliff Hagan. 43% shooting for the Hawks. 118-110, shooting guard, Cy Green, outside, 7, no good. 3, defensive small forward greater than 17, no. Defensive center or power forward, that is going to be Pettit again. Okay, fast break, Ferrari, that's a 12. Offensive foul, Ferrari. Turnover. Z. There we go. All right. 118-110. Shooting guard. Oh, Cy Green over Ferrari. 10. Miss. Rebound. Offensive small forward +4, which gives him 10. Defensive shooting guard. It does make a difference. And Andy Johnson's going up. 4, draws the foul. Foul, Cliff Hagan is 3rd. Check the team foul count. That's only 3. But still, 2 shots for Andy Johnson. Good. Makes them both Andy Johnson. 118-112. Coming down the stretch. We got 3 10s here, so we'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3 different breakups. It's going to be Pettit, defended by Woody. 10, that's a pass. It's about the best Woody can do. Center. Offense 6, that's Clyde Lovellette. 7, it's good. He makes it on 7 everywhere. 120-112. No assist. Center defense, Bells. 8, dunks it. Bellamy continues to plow on through. What's that make for Walt Bellamy, you asked? 50 points, 21 rebounds, 120-114. Small forward. Over Bells, good luck. Pass. Point guard, Lenny. Wants to just get on fire here. He can't do it. Misses again. Rebound, offensive point guard, 6. Defensive point guard, 4. I just need to have at least 2. It is Slick Leonard with a rebound. Fast break. Center. Bells, can he do anything on the break? Well, it's got to be a small number. Nope, P-column sets it up. Running out of time. Oh, 120-114, sorry. Small forward. Andy Johnson, and it's a 9 and no good. Andy Johnson can't come through. Rebound. It's the reason this team won very few games. Offensive small forward greater than 12, no. Defensive small forward, Cliff Hagan with the board. 3 or better. Once again, it's the big 3, and I keep getting Bob Pettit. He's the 3-4 guy. Defended by Salisbury. Rejected. Missed by Pettit. Rejected by Salisbury. Team rebound home. Second defensive rebound. Team rebound. Running out of time. Here we go, small forward. Andy Johnson from outside. 12. Nope. Rebound, offensive shooting guard, point guard plus a die. So it's going to be Cy Green versus the defensive point guard who has an 8. So I need more than a 1. And I get it. Cy Green's going up. There's not much time left. We're in the final 30 seconds here. Green goes up 9, draws the foul. It's on the small forward, Hagan. And Hagan has 4. And that's not in the penalty yet. That's only 14 fouls. First in the last 2 minutes. 2 shots. Cy puts it up. Good. 9 is good. 120-116. Cy Green having a fine game. And we need some steals. Power forward offense 10. Pettit backs in and dunks it home. This game is over. The St. Louis Hawks, assisted by Lenny Wilkens. That is it. Final score from Chicago. Is this at the stadium? Probably. 122 for the St. Louis Hawks, 116 for the Packers. This is right around where these guys averaged. I think the Packers averaged right around 111, and the Hawks, they averaged a little bit more, probably 115, 116, or 118, and gave up about 120 points a game. So this is one of those games where lots of shots taken. Let's take a quick look at the stats. Your St. Louis Hawks, the winners, 49 for 113, 43%. That's about what they shot on the year. 24 for 37 from the foul line, only 65%. 19 turnovers. They did have 60 rebounds, 24 on the offensive glass. Pettit, 31 points, 25 boards, 6 assists, 12 of 28 from the floor. Cliff Hagan, 31 points on 13 for 17. Andy Johnson was not stopping anybody. Then you got Clyde Lovellette, who was 7 of 14, 15 points, 9 rebounds. And you follow up with Lenny Wilkens, just 4 for 21, but 7 of 11 from the line, 15 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds, 4 steals in 42 minutes. Al Ferrari just 2 for 7, 5 points. Larry Faust off the bench, 10 points, and 4 rebounds. Moving right along to your Chicago Packers. Walt Bellamy led the way, 22 of 31 from the floor, 21 boards, 6 of 7 from the foul line even for a 65 or 63% free throw shooter, whatever he is. He did have 21 rebounds, 50 points in 45 minutes. I only took him out for 3 minutes. Slick Leonard finished with 25, did not score in that final 6 minutes though. He also had 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Cy Green, kind of under the radar, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 19 points on 8 of 15. The bench for the Packers was garbage. Tyra 2, Davis 3, Walker 0, Piontek 0, and the forwards just could not shoot either. Salisbury 1 for 8. Andy Johnson 5 for 16 with 8 turnovers. You're not going to win ball games when you commit 27 turnovers as a team. Overall stats, the rebounds are really close, 62-61 Packers, 26-21 on the assists for the Hawks, 13-8 steals for the Hawks, 7 blocks to 2 for the Packers, 27 turnovers to 19, as noted earlier for the Packers, and the fouls, 22-16, not too many fouls, 48% from the floor for the Packers, but it did not seem to matter. They just did not play defense at the right time, and they did not have a lot of production outside of the Bellamy, Slick Leonard, and Sahigo Green trio. But anyway, this is a tribute game to Lenny Wilkens. The Hawks do pick up the victory, even though it was a tumultuous 29-51 season. Well done, Lenny, one of the great men of our time, and definitely an ambassador of the game. Hope you enjoyed it. This is Rod signing off from Rod's Tabletop Hoops.